Hello, good evening and welcome to Sunday with us. Me, Sheena. Hello. For 'tis me and Maria. Say hello, Maria.
Hello, Maria.
And Willow, who's already been told to settle down because she's doing a little tippy tappy thing on the wooden floor. And I said, you know what? Doesn't matter. Maria, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up if you still can. I think you know where I'm going. And I hope you can hear us, because if you didn't, that was pretty cool. There's a song reference for everything. Hopefully you can tell I'm feeling a bit better. I am feeling more myself. Yeah. We'll recap on my ailments before we start playing. Why not? Anybody who knows this knows I like to recap on my ailments a bit. Let me know if you can do a thumbs up if you can hear us okay, because you know that's the usual. Oh, you know what? You can't hear me. I don't think you could hear me. You might hear me now. Let me know if you can hear me now. There's a delay.
Well, we've got Alison Garrett watching, so hi Alison. If you could give us a thumbs up.
It
Alison,
might have been
please.
that you couldn't hear me to start with on the good mic, but you might hear me now. So just give us a thumbs up if you can hear.
Is that you confessing to the microphone being turned off above your head?
Yeah, the one I keep checking. Usually just when you start and you see me look up going, oh, oh. It's like to the heavens, pointing to the heavens, oh, help, sake, divine intervention.
I'm getting thumbs up, yay!
Yay, woohoo! What about that then, eh? How do you like them apples? First time
Oh, loads of
in
thumbs
quite
up now.
a while, Maria. We're rocking it. But I've got a confession, we're thinking of changing it. We found an alternative system. It's called a switcher system, so I can talk to you like that. And then we can go, ooh, let's look at the overhead. I've been pointing at my directors telling me there I need to look at for. Look in the eyes, big eyes. So yes, but I like, it's more natural if you don't just like that. So I do look away sometimes, I still get wrong. Anywho, yeah, we're looking at a different system as well, because last week, what a pain. However, we have found out that we think it's the broadband. When you pay for like 1 gig and you're getting like half a gig, and you go, well, I might as well have paid for the half a gig service. So I'm not a happy camper, so Sky's going to get a call. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. I am feeling better. I had a bad day yesterday though. Yikes almighty. I had nothing in my tank. Did I not, Maria?
No, and let me reassure you, when Sheena's having a bad day, I get a bad day. I don't know how that happens.
Here we go. So, yeah, I had one of those days when, because the pain's managing my leg, so I'm tending, and I can get around with the old crutches now. Oh, there, that very crutch, that one there. And, so I think I've been doing a bit too much getting around and things, and yesterday, your body just says, nope, enough's enough.
Sheena.
Yeah.
Slow down, you move too fast.
Do I have to meet the morning last? You know what it was kicking around the cobblestones. I did it.
Yeah, looking for fun and feeling
I shouldn't have done it. Anyway, well, I thought we'd have a play, lovely people, with the creator scenes, and the things that you're making with the free download are just amazing. I'm loving it. I had to tell you, I said from the start it would be a time sensitive. I would give it as a freebie for a certain time, and it wasn't because I'm being mean. It was because before I did that, I didn't think about the impact on my shop. So what's happening is every time somebody was buying, but not buying because it was free, it was going through as a sale on my shop. And when that goes through, it generates an email. So hundreds of you bought the freebie. So in amongst that, I've got me sales for the stamps and sales for the other couple of bits, the blueprints and things on there. So I literally had to try and sort out the things I had to pack and process and sort in amongst all this, plus any queries. So anybody who's saying, Sheena, I tried to download it, couldn't get it. Just couldn't say it. As literally, they look all the same, and I couldn't. It was crazy. It was just bogging. My inbox was mad, and also it was sending too much traffic through my shop, because if it goes too much, then they charge me more as well for that. So everything costs you. But anyway,
it started compounding and compounding.
Oh, it
didn't
did, yeah, it did. And it was like, it was a nice thing. And now I'm like pulling my hair out. But we sorted it. And so, yes, so those of you who got it, well done. And if you're still having trouble, there's a couple of there that still have bother opening the files or downloading the files. Give me an order number and I'll do it. We'll do that. We'll give you this week. And then after that, let's have a cut-off point again because, you know, I've got to crack on. So I'm designing, I'm drawing, I'm colouring. Christmas Digi probably the next release, just to let you know. And more stamps to go in for the next set. I think, I'm not going to promise anything, but I think those of you who paid on the advanced delivery may get a bit of surprise. They may be going to come here sooner. Just saying. And I'll let you know as soon as they come in. And we'll get them out to you ASAP. Right. Are we all good? Everybody got a thumbs up? Any questions or anything?
No questions yet. Just a few hellos, if I may.
Yes, you may.
You would. Hello to
As if she's not
Sandra,
gonna.
Anne, Shirley, Sarah Goodwin, Jane Adams, Gillian Godfrey, Kath Gorton,
The lovely cool lady, as we know her as.
Caroline Chittleborough,
all the good names coming back. Loving it.
Zoe,
Yeah.
Sherry Miller's in the house.
Sherry. You got the way to move me, Sherry. I like that one better. You see,
And
I think
we've
of
got Gaz
Big
in the
Bang
house.
Theory. Oh, Gaz! Gaz, mate. I need to message you. I have plans and it'll benefit all of you. Gaz will be doing the greater good for all.
Well, you hope
Gaz
you
is
will.
running now, isn't he?
Yeah.
I just
Gaz,
need
come
a
back.
bit of feedback from you, Gaz. Bit of guidance. That's all I'm saying, mate.
Speak to you after the show, Gaz.
Yeah, Gaz. Might not be immediately after the show because we've got to eat as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll be in touch. I'll be in touch.
We've got Julie Palmer in the house.
Yeah.
We've got Mary Nymek.
Yeah. All these the good names.
Carol Guy.
Yeah.
We got somebody called Deborah Durant.
Somebody called Deborah Durant.
Yes.
Oh, no, who would that be?
Helen Shivers.
Helen.
Sarah.
She's just like, yeah. Oh, know you all.
Sarah
yeah.
Neville, that is.
Yeah.
Jan Harris. I'm going to keep going.
She's gonna keep
Susan
going.
Moyer.
You know, it's like school. Bueller.
Yes.
Bueller.
You have to sit here after each time.
Yeah.
Linda Allardyce. Matt Cox. Hi, Matt.
Like that.
Michael Nugent.
How
From
many more?
Gateshead.
How more? From Gateshead, pet.
From Gateshead.
Champion.
Man.
Yeah, was it a lad or a lass there you were saying?
It was a lad.
Canny lad from
Yeah.
Gateshead.
Deb Green. Jane
Yeah.
Fulweber. We've got Maggie.
Maggie May.
Maggie May.
Hey,
yeah.
wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
Judy
You
Templeton.
haven't done that before, have you?
Laura Davison. Oh my goodness, and it keeps on going. Maura Laverty.
Okay.
And so I'm going to hang on in there
Yeah,
and
she was
mention a few
shouting
more
out later.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shall we play? I've got nothing planned.
Yes.
Nothing.
Wing it, Sheena, wing
I'm
it.
going to wing it, totally, because I thought, you know what? I'm still recovering. I can get away with it because you're not going to blame it on the drugs. Still on the painkillers, what can I say?
Don't blame it on the sunshine.
Don't blame it on the moonlight.
Just blame it on a good time.
Oh,
Blame it on the crafting.
Yeah, blame it on the crafting. Right, here's what we've got. Let me recap what we're going to be doing, playing with. I've had people, the other thing as to mention is I've had people asking, what? Have I missed them? Can I not get them anymore? What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out, we're going over our idea, Maria. What I'm going to do is we're going to sort out the orders that I've got. I think I might have ordered a couple extra just in case for people who might have missed them. Just a few, it'll be a handful. So Debbie's taken some names just, you know, so in case if you want to go on the list for the mop up if I've got some extras. But these are the two sets here. I've seen you've got them already, which is fabulous. And I've got to say to people in advanced orders, if they're telling me the truth on the date that they're saying they're going to be here, it's going to be way less than the 3 weeks I mentioned. Okay? I'm not going to tell you because I'd rather under promise and over deliver. You know how that goes, right? So these are mine. They never look as pretty together when you're working with them. So I'm just going to leave them out there like that. So we're going to play with them. Now I did have some that had been. This is what I would advise you to do. I hope you did that. Oh, you know the other thing I would advise you to do. This is a corker. You like this? Get a bit of acetate, right? Acetate.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on some white card background. So I just had a bit of white card. There's my white card, so you can see. Put your acetate over the top. Stamp all of your images on your acetate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
cut them out,
Yeah.
right? And then when you've got your card, that your card size you think you're going to work with, you can overlay a bits of acetate. Do you see what I'm doing? To see where they would work on the card for the composition.
Oh, got you.
You got it? You got it?
I got it.
You got it?
I got
You sure
it.
you got it? I'm not sure she's got it.
I think I've got it.
I mean, you could cut these up, but you want to keep them, I think, for you to put your stamps on. You know what I mean? So in essence, right, what you're going to have is bits of cut out. There's my bridge. I'll put my bridge there. Where would the fence have to go to work with that bridge? Could I put that tree in there?
So you're stamping onto the acetate. Yes, I've got you then.
You got me now.
I've got you now.
And you just putting the bits of acetate on your card instead of stamping out.
Yeah, and you can move around easily without
You can move
messing it
around.
up.
Play fuzzy, felt like you were a kid, right? And then you take a picture on your phone, click. Okay?
Yeah.
That was me taking the phone picture.
Click.
You've got reference.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what I did when I first got these babies. I just started playing with some basic layouts like that. But if you don't want to stamp them and try them out for positioning, because, you know, if that tractor was a bit further up, it would look too big. Because it would look like it's too far in the distance, but huge. Do you see what I mean?
World's biggest tractor.
It's about positioning on the card. It needs to come quite far forward because it would be, in relation to those trees, if it's on the same plane as those trees, that's Crafterzilla, isn't it?
Yes.
That's like, yeah. So what you do is you work out like what looks right and take a picture. And that's what I did. So I just started stamping, saying which stamps I could use. Was that it doesn't have to be loads of stamps, 2 or 3 stamps. It could be 1 stamp and you do a bit of paint around it. Obviously for your watercolouring as well, not just for your cards.
Mm-hmm.
Sell them.
Mm-hmm.
Get them on a bit of your watercolour card. Use your little mini kits that we've got, or your watercolours, right? They then will be able to go in a frame and go on a wall. Don't use inks. Do not use these kind of inks, these babies here, and put it in a frame and sell it. No, you'll be in trouble. They'll be back because they'll disappear. When the sun gets on dye, it disappears. But when it gets onto pigment, you're okay. You're fine for it being a frame.
Sheena.
Yes, Maria.
Judith Harrison says
Yeah.
that she had a play with the stamps this afternoon.
Yeah.
She's looking for more inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not the one I was going to read out immediately.
All right.
There was another one now, and I can't find the lady's name, that said she had her eye on these stamps, and so did her friend.
Yes.
But they sold out.
Okay.
So can you address?
I can. Let's tell you what we'll do. Let's get a list to Debbie. Let's do another mop-up list. If I have to order more, I'll see what I can do, because I know they've been ridiculously popular. I'm not going to lie, and I think you love the concept. I think the concept of giving you those apertures without selling your stencils, I'm loving that, because that's me as a crafter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Sell your stuff for the sake of it. eh?
No, not if you don't. I want you to keep playing for many, many years yet, and you keep coming back and going, right, you know, so, well, she's got to pay away and she's got to buy the stamps, and that's fine, we'll do that, and the digis and things like that, but where I can save you money, I'm going to. And I love that one. This little guy's just having a great time, isn't he?
Yes.
That's exactly what Willow does, exactly what she looks like on the little lanes when we go for a walk. Scouting ahead.
Yeah.
But then she's too chicken. She'd just get round that tree and she'd think, oh, I've lost them, I better run back. She is chicken.
She like herds us.
She does, yeah. She goes, oh, well, because she knows what needs looking after. What I would do as well is, this is going to be uploaded. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to upload to YouTube. So when you watch this today, I'm going to do my best to, while Maria's getting the dinner, or I'll get the dinner, whatever, one of us will click and upload to YouTube. So you'll have this as it is. I'm not going to edit it. We're just going to put it up there, Maria.
Yep.
But it means you can watch it on the big screen, you know on your
on
Facebook.
TV. Yeah.
And put it on your TV or whatever you'll watch YouTube on. But that's what I would do. So hopefully layout ideas, all of them there, capture those ideas, all right? Because they're the layout. That's the hard bit done. Let's have a bit of a play. Let's do a bit of random play. Let's get a bit of card to start with. It's always a good place to start. And so we'll do an aperture, right? So I've got some apertures here cut out, which is good. So I've got all my things here. Should we do a haul? Shall we?
Yeah.
Let's do a heart. So obviously this is the concept. The reason I want this worked as well this time is I wanted shape that was symmetrical. So all you had to do was fold a bit of paper in half and cut out one side. So it's going to be a really nice, clean shape for you to use to work with. There you go, there's the heart. Let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I would also cut down some of the size on these, right? Because you've got a lot of paper you're playing with here. I've already cut down quite a bit, but you can cut, I'm going to just cut some corners off like that. Oh, I've found a really good thing I need to share with you as well. Some wipes I got from the Amazonioni. Let me just spray this to stick it down. I'm going to use a bit of stick and spray. You could use, if you've got a repositionable, like, you know, like a Pritt sticky kind of thing. That would work as well. I'm just going to give this a quick little spray like that. You don't need loads, you just need enough to hold it in place, because I'm not going to use a wet product on this. I'm using ink dry blend, and I might even use monochrome. Let's do monochrome. And that's the other thing, next thing I would do, next to doing your, right, I need to see if I'm in the middle of the paper here. Didn't work that one out, did I? Right, let's do it this way. Try that. Right, I'm thinking on. If it's not in the middle, I'll centre it up later. Let's see, it's about there. Right, so what was I saying just then? Yeah, I'm using a dry thing. And anybody who was listening, good luck on telling us what I was thinking, because I can't remember.
Didn't you say something about the wipes?
Yes, I'll show you these wipes before I forget. Brilliant. There's 2 hard cards here, which I'm going to do a mash-up of, I think. And then we'll go, maybe do some more there. I love these two. Look at that. Both using the heart aperture. Both totally different. Pamela and Debbie. Aren't they lovely?
Gorgeous.
So I might do a mixture of, I might do Debbie's bridge, but I might do Pamela's tree. Because we can. Because this is the thing with the crazy. Let me show you these wipes, because you're going to want them. Might have to go on the front on Maria here for them. This is from the Amazonioni. Look at the size of the bucket. I tell you what, tell you why I found them. I put some crafting thing I was looking for, an ink pad or something like that, in the Amazonioni, right? And you know when it says customers also bought? And I thought, now why would that be linked to an ink pad? What are these wily crafters buying that I'm not aware of? So I looked into it and didn't see that they were like using it for any crafting purpose, but it said that it actually does take off silicone, paint, sealant, adhesive, oil, grease. That's my world. Ink and paint, and so, you know me, craft mat, it has to be clean. It's got to be super clean, especially if you're blending on it. Wiped it off. There was some kind of tough glue I'd used on it, and I'd left it to dry. I said to Maria, wow, it's like literally taking it straight off. Best wipes ever. Seriously. They weren't cheap. They were about 13 quid. But you get 300 of them. But I would just use them for your crafty stuff or things you can't get off your mat. Now look, there's some stick and spray on there. I can't be doing that. We'll have to get rid of that on my mat, Maria. Right, we can go back on the overhead, lovely, if you want. Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, so let's work out what we're going to do. We're using the bridge, so let's use the bridge over not troubled water, hopefully, here. We'll pop that in there. So we're going to stamp that baby there. I'm just going to map out what I'm going to do. And a tree. Can you see Debbie's got that tree? I like that tree coming over there. So there's one tree on the left and one tree on the right. So it'll be this one here.
Anne says, what size is the heart, please? But don't you make your...
Do you not know me? Don't you know me?
She doesn't measure
She doesn't know me. No, Anne. Hello.
But you can make your own, can't you? So you can make them to whatever size you want.
You can. That's the thing. So it's a PDF. So when you print it out, it's going to fit on a 5x5 card base. That's all you need to know, Anne. Okay?
Right.
It's going to fit on a 5x5 card base. However, you can play around with your printer settings. You can do 2 on there if you want. You know, you can print on A5. You can do 2 on a page. So you'll get little baby hearts. Okay, if you want to do really smaller ones.
Yeah.
You can, there's ways to manipulate the size. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to say there. So I've got that, and I think, oh, she's got trees in the background. But she has, but I'm not going to put them in there. I'm just going to do that. she's such a, can you see, look, I should have known not to do a quick card with a Debster. Oh, I tell you what she like, man. So she's got all these extra bushes here. Can you see? There's the tree that I've popped in there. Oh, there. Can you see? There's the tree. I've got the bridge. I can sort the water out and the land thing there. But she's got some more bushes here and a tree. Now, that is going to be a case of she must have used, unless she's painted them in, because she does tend to do that. She's a bit arty, not gonna lie on that one. But for you, what you could do is we can use this tree here, we can utilise this baby here. Can you see? And we can stamp him there and you'll get those bigger bushy bits there. Let's just see how we get on. Because I haven't planned this out, I'm literally winging it and we're just playing. So if it doesn't work out as, you know, the best masterpiece ever in the world ever,
that's okay.
We'll go for okay. We'll go for, well, it looks all right. Okay? But we'll see what we can do. But that's a good thing, because you don't want to do a demonstration to think that somebody's practiced about 10 on before you see it, to make sure it's slick and it's taken them forever to compile it, because then you think, well, I haven't got that much time to dedicate to it in my life, you know.
I think it's the best way to do it, Sheena, because this is what we do as crafters.
It
is.
is.
Go in, fancy doing something, and
yeah. I think it's more authentic, Maria. I'm hoping so anyway. Well, very authentic if it looks absolutely rubbish, won't it?
I've never seen you do anything rubbish yet.
Well, let's see. And it's going to be a case of just positioning it to sort of work, and I'm going to do it about, you see she's got bushes in the background behind that tree as well. So I'm trying to get away with layering, you know, like doing masking, sorry. So we'll see what we can do without masking. So we'll pop that there. But this is the way to do it. If you see some of the team's cards and you go, oh, I like that, I'll have a go at that. Do what I'm doing and try it out like this, and then take it from there. That's what I would say. Because that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, and if you've got a question about a card, don't personal message me, because you'll not get a quicker answer. Honestly, it's not the quickest route to get it, because of everything that's going on, and I'm having to, because the shop literally is just me doing that. I really have to spend a lot of time sorting that out, you know, orders and things like that. So if you want a quick response on how something's done, best off message on the inkettes, because that hasn't come out very well, but that's all right, we can sort that out. If I'd done that on my stamping platform, wouldn't be a problem, because I could overstamp it. So I'm going to have to go in with a little bit of ink, but that's okay. Those things happen as well sometimes when we're playing. Here is where we're going to get creative a bit with this stamp. I'm going to put that here like that. We'll just ink it up and have a play. Are you worried yet, Maria?
No. We've got Rosalind Russell in the house. She says she's finally catching up on the live.
Yay!
We've got Stephanie Theodos in the house saying hi from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Fantastic.
Gaz is saying, ooh, look at the detail of those stamps.
It's nice, isn't it, Gaz? It's really sharp. Well, that's, honestly, Gaz, if you haven't tried these, the quality of these, mate, they are all photopolymer isn't the same. And you know what I found out?
What?
That some photopolymer isn't pure photopolymer. It's a mix of acrylic and photopolymer. This is pure photopolymer, and the quality is amazing, which those of you who got bought previously will know. And the good thing is they're made in the UK now, which is also good for, you know, all the tariffy bit things that are going on right now and things like that. Right, I'm going to just stop there, and we're going to have a bit play with a bit of ink and a bit of water. Okay, and I'm just going to use a regular brush this time.
Regular being a number?
Regular, oh, I don't know. That's
looks like a 6 or something like
6,
that.
8, something like that, yeah. Maria. Yeah. And I'm going to splodge some ink on the white bit of my mat here, and I've got some water. And what I'm going to do is, this tree needs to be quite prominent, so I've put a bit of ink on there, and I'm just going here like this, where this guy is, and I'm painting that in. So there's ink on the card that I could utilise to pull in the colour and everything. But because he's in the foreground and I needed to reinforce the edge on this, I've gone straight in with some ink. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay, and I'm just going to paint that there, and I'm making this quite prominent, quite dark.
So what colour did you stamp with,
I've
please?
stamped with Midnight, so a chipped sapphire in you know, your distress inks would also be lovely. It's one of my favourites. Chipped sapphire is a good colour. I thought just would do monochrome blue. You can do monochrome black. Any strong darker colour will work with that. Okay, so it's very I might put a bit of black into this as well. We're going to go for drama, Maria. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is the next bit that's dark is under the bridge. Oh, was it All Saints? Was that the song?
What?
There's a song called or it's Under the Bridge, or it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. There's one of them, I can't remember. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to the water edge and I'm pulling out a bit of this, like that, at the side. Okay? And I'm thinking under the bridge is definitely going to be darker under here. And here, pull those colours. You can see already I'm giving you that impression that you need to do that because I've got the little marks, haven't I, going on? Yeah?
Yep.
And we'll go, so here we've lost a little bit of line, but I'm just going to pretend that there's a bit coming along here and just finish that like that. Now, see what's happening with the brush? It's got like that, what we call like a dry brush effect.
Yeah, can you go up a little bit with your image?
Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. So what's happening here, what that is it is a dry brush. The brush, the ink's running out on the brush. It's not really wet, but that's a good thing because what I'm getting is like, looks like little sparklies on water. You know, when the light hits the water and it's got little rough texture on it, as if there's a little movement in the water, right? And it looks a bit strange at the minute, but I'm hoping we'll get there and it'll not look as strange. So let me see, let's do a little bit of this, just some rocks colour in here. Do some darker bits around like that, just to make those look a bit more solid, and we can come in there and do a little bit of that. That little land bit going on there. We'll continue that there. So look at where there's some little dark bits and things, and then we can come back and play and blend in. But you can clearly see I haven't prepared this because it's clearly looking rubbish.
No, it's not.
Look, honestly, it's one of those things. Don't wait till we're done. Yeah. So, right, I need to do a little bit on this land here. So Debbie's got some really pretty pink bushes going on in the background there, and they look really lovely. But I didn't want to get into masking and stuff like that, so I haven't done that. So we'll just make it look like there's just some hilly bits back here or a path or something. You could do a little suggestion of some land in the background, which we might do. And let's continue here. Let's just do a little bit of, and so this is a good exercise. This is like at school when they had you doing graphite drawing. You think, oh yeah, we'll go another bowl of fruit to draw with me pencil. But it's what they're calling like looking at the tonal value. So sometimes colour can get in the way. It can confuse things, and you think you're doing all the right things, but it doesn't have any depth. It doesn't have any shape to it, you know. It looks flat, and sometimes it's because you've got that. Most times it's because the tonal values aren't varied enough. You haven't got enough light bits, enough dark bits, and enough in between bits, so things aren't looking very 3D, because you need all those things to make something look 3D. So what you're doing when you're doing this is you're just eliminating that confusion of colour and practicing on how do I make this look 3D, how do I make this bit here look darker than that bit there, how do I, you know, what can I do to make this work. So what I'm doing is just using some little flicky bits here to make this look a bit like grass. I'm not going to over worry about these bits here. They're just little embankments with little fluffy things going on. So you can get too hung up on the detail, yeah, too hung up on painting every blade of grass, but honestly, take it easy. Don't worry about it.
Marilyn Ward says, it's good to see you on the mend, Sheena.
Thank you, Marilyn. I'm feeling better, but like I say, it's one of those things that it gets you, you know. You think you're okay, you think, oh, brilliant, woohoo, here I am, off and running, and then a day like yesterday hits and gosh almighty, woof, I was done in, wasn't I, Maria? Literally had nothing. I mean, literally could barely hold my arms up last night and fell asleep on the chair watching the thing we were watching. Oh, it went on forever. If anybody's watched The Fall, right, we decided we'd watch a series, thinking we'll watch that and then we'll get our life back. If you're watching The Fall, and if you haven't watched The Fall, I'm just going to say to you, if you want an answer, if you want to know, and you want it that's done on series 1, forget it. You're going to have time and the ability to invest in 3 series. So, yeah, it's good. Gillian Anderson, isn't it? Gillian Anderson, that's her, the one from X-Files. Yeah, she's really good at it, but oh, she's a whisperer, and my hearing's not fabulous. I've got to tell you, it's not just selective from her ear. It's like, and you go, what you say? We've got the volume up about 50. Still miss half of what you're saying. She'd be rubbish at like calling out, you know.
She'd never make a bingo.
She would not make a bingo caller. They'd be there. You'd be there for weeks waiting for their numbers. A bit like, yeah, they came out like 3 years ago.
Here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Rosalind Russell says, Sheena,
Rosalind.
Do you ship to the US?
Do, Rosalind? Yeah, lots of lovely people have their stamps ringing their way to the US already. Yeah, absolutely do. There, you know what? I'm just going to mention the elephant in the room. I'm going to mention it, Maria.
I am not an elephant. You're very rude.
Sorry, lovely. You know the tariff thing, right? It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare trying to work it out. I've looked at how to safeguard and know what's going on with it. What I'm going to say is the people who've got their stamps ordered, when's the 15th? What day is it today?
It's the 10th today.
Oh, you know what? I've given the game away. We might get them by then. I'm not promising anything, but that's what they've said we might get them in by. So I'm going to get them to you ASAP, because who knows at the end of the month what horrors are going to happen because of the de minimis thing, which means, so how it works is before, like, you know, the tariff to the UK was organised so that it was 10%, which is fine, brilliant, that's okay. But there's this other thing that is the thing to look out for, this called the de minimis whatever. And what can happen, they said, everyone, you guys pay the tariffs in the US. It's not us that pay the tariffs, you pay the tariffs. So you pay it either one side of the pond or the other side of the pond. And if it's paid on the other side of the pond, what can happen is, and I think it's courier companies just making their life easier, you're supposed to just pay 10%, like we just said, of your purchase, which we were saying is like great because it's the UK. That makes life a lot easier, doesn't it, Maria?
Yeah, instead of coming from China, you've got to pay a lot more.
And that's the good thing, because all the stamps come out in the UK. So everything, if you buy anything, it's UK from us, from me, which is great. But we don't know with this de minimis thing or whatever it is if when you get to the other end, the company, certain couriers, will slap you with the 10% that you should have, or the $80 per item thing. Oh, fabulous. Cheers, guys. Ain't that fun? So I'm looking into it before. Let's just like not panic. Nobody panic, because you know things could even change. We never know. So I'm not panicking yet, but I'm looking at ways we can get that sorted. Okay, so that's all I'll say for now on the matter.
Yes, it came out as a bit of a shock, didn't it?
It did.
Another surprise from Mr. Trump.
Yeah, it's just confusing, you know, it's just so confusing. And I think that's the problem, is that people don't fully, you know, understand what it means and also how to manage it, really, because it's so new.
It will all settle down eventually, won't it? As you say, it's new at the moment.
Yeah, we'll work it out.
Yeah.
You see horror stories on YouTube and things, and you think, oh no, but we'll sort it.
Yeah, it'll settle. Hello to Pauline Straker, who's just joined us, Sheena.
Hi, Pauline. Right, so we've got a scene going on here. Made a scene. So I've got some dry blending I'm going to do on here. And I'm going to put some black. I'm getting some black in there. Black is black. Oh, I see a red door and I want to paint it black. You get me rocking there, Maria. You can tell I'm feeling better when I'm singing.
The old head inflection thing going on there.
Oh, yeah. What's the Amy Winehouse one? Oh, I go back to black. Happy little songs, all of them. Yeah, it's not a happy song colour, is it really? You know. So I'm just putting some black on the side of this tree here to give it a bit more kind of shape and interest. So I'm thinking it'll be a bit darker over there, and this has gone a little bit fuzzy in with that, but that doesn't matter, you know, when I blended that. So I could let that dry and paint these guys in a little bit more. I could use a bit more black under the bridge to reinforce that, how dark that is as well, because it's going to be the darkest point in there, is under there. That tree definitely could do with a little bit more something going on. Any questions? Shout up. Shout them up. Another little drink there.
Well, Peggy Brown's saying the tariffs do make things harder. I love it when we can purchase things as a download.
Well, that's the easiest thing, isn't it? And that's why I thought, and of course, you know, the freebie was twofold. So that obviously I wanted to give you the freebie, but also I wanted people who have not tried digital, because, you know, you've been a traditional stamper all this time, which is what I've been known for all this time, and my team, who have, like, you know, dismissed it because of maybe kits that were out in the past that were a lot less, what should the word say, that you could interact with, you know, you couldn't play with them as much, Maria, yeah. So that was the idea as well, to give you a chance to see A, the quality of the kits, and B, give you go of trying them without having to fork out to try them, yeah. And if it's not for you, well then okay, you've lost nothing. But if it is, look at how gorgeous the cards are that you've been sending and sharing, you know.
Please keep sharing on the inkets.
I love sharing. It is a lovely set though. It was. I was so pleased with that. I mean, you did get me heart and soul into that, I'm not gonna lie. It is so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, the rest are going to be rubbish that you're getting, but that one's a good one.
Could you just address this again for us, please,
Yeah.
Sheena? Rosalind says, can you post the link to the stamps? I can't find them on the website.
Yeah, they're not there, Rosalind. That's why they came off the website, because, like, as usual, we aren't big enough to hold stock. So the idea is to do limited runs on stamps, and then they sell out, and that's it.
The first set that we did have in stock sold out before we went to air to
and
launch
so
them.
Well, this one went, didn't this one go before we went to air?
About another 48 hours.
This one went before we went to air as well, I think, Maria. Debbie will know. But yeah, so that's the thing. So look out, Rosalind, when there's a stamp set coming, and of course I'll increase numbers if I've got an idea now. Now I've got a better idea of how many of you guys are wanting them, I can order more in the first batch. So, but you know, we didn't know how many were going to take us up on it. Isn't that pretty?
It is. It's really pretty.
It'll look better when we get the thing done. So here's the other thing is that I think I'm not going to do much more with that, but I'm going to use a bit of a dry blending tool to put a little bit of colour in that sky, because that's going to be easier than trying to paint with paper. You know, you get a little bit of might bleed, yeah. So ideally this should be dry, but I'm just going to come in lightly at the top. And it'll define the heart shape, because so far there's nothing to say that there's a heart shape at the top there, is there?
No.
So we need something in there to say that's the confine of that shape.
Yeah. The other thing to say to Rosalind is that you're encouraging people, if they are interested in the small handful of extras that you did order, to contact Debbie Durant.
If there's enough of you out there who really didn't get it, I can see what I can do about getting another order in, but just there has to be enough. Do you know what I mean? Companies don't like doing 1-2 sets for you kind of thing. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah. And somebody else asked the question, could you tell us what colour the ink is? What kind of ink are you using?
This here is just it's one of the Crafters Companion ones, but you know what, chipped sapphire would be gorgeous for that. Any of your water reactive blendable inks. For me it was always, you know, the Ranger inks, because I went to New Jersey to the Ranger factory to become a Ranger educator many years ago. So I'll never stop loving distress inks, because that's what it all started with a walnut stain distress ink for young Tim. That was it. The whole range started with that, and I can tell you that for fact, because I spent 3 days in a room with Tim Holtz, Claudine Helmuth, and learning how to use the products. This is the best bit, right? So this is why I judge all of that blendable inks on distress inks, I've got to say.
Against distress
but these
inks,
are these are good too. So whatever, use what you've got, yeah. Some don't blend as well, but watch. You know when you think of Delft way and you know, like the willow patterny type thing.
Oh yes.
I'm hoping.
On your crockery. Oh, Sheena.
You like it?
I like it.
Yeah, you're pretty, innit?
That really is pretty. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to do the tree on the outside. I like it too much. I don't think I've actually got enough room on that card. It needed to be a bit of a bigger card.
That is perfect, just as it is.
Just think I should leave it, Maria?
Yeah.
Should I put a little squiggly line? See, I like Debbie's little squiggly line. That's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, go on then.
Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Let's get the pen out. Let's see the pen. I was talking to Debbie about inks, and I found that, you know, weirdly, you'd think that the pigment ink, you know, there's platinum pigment ink, isn't that we use, that I love. You know, I keep saying I love the platinum pigment ink.
For using in your
pen,
pen,
the Sheena pen, with your name on it and all that lot, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, and it's a pigment ink made for fountain pens. Now that ink never has a problem. Can
you bring that up? It's not
never have a problem with that ink, right? Blah, 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 like this, right? Look. Every time. It's a brilliant ink. All inks are different, right? Straight in there. Haven't used that for well over a week, since last week, yeah? Not a problem. Quink ink, which is water-based. Look. Oh, that. Oh, you pesky little thing, yeah. Look, this is going to happen.
Uh-oh.
But there's nothing you can do. It's the joys of a fountain pen. So I'm just going to tell you what you do is you run it under the tap if you're at home. I'm dumping the nib into my water pot, right? And then I've got my little sponge here, and I'm just doing that, right? And what I'm doing, what it's doing is that the ink has just dried. You know, it's not the ink that's in the pen or anything terrible like that. It's just the ink that's in that little capillary bit on the front of the pen and things. It's started to dry. So when you do that. All right, so don't panic.
Yeah, no panic.
In fact, you know what? Brian's brilliant for that as well. You can have yourself a sponge Brian for this, as well as blending, as well as your background.
Yeah, you've got to name your sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brian's the blender. I think it might be like Peter Pan sponge. You know.
Peggy Brown says they're talking about your digi downloads and stuff.
Yeah.
The Floral Britannia is beautiful.
Yeah.
I printed on pearl cardstock and sprayed a sealer on it.
Oh.
That's a good idea.
Nice.
And Moira Lavity says, the downloads are easy to print off, believe me. If I can do it, anybody can. And I'm not clever when it comes to computer things.
Well, you know what, I've got to tell you, I asked my mate, who did I ask for, Maria?
Moss.
No,
Oh.
Linda Chapman.
Ah, that mate.
Now, Linda Chapman has been doing digital stamps
Since the dawn
from the
of
start,
time.
from the dawn of time. She'll tell you she started them on like slate. No, really. But on Create and Craft, my very first show, many years ago, I think that the channel had been going for like 2 years when I started on there. In the green room was Linda Chapman, and I was terrified, not kidding, petrified. So Linda took me under her wing. She said, right, your mouth's going to dry out, so take some water, because you're going to just be like, your mouth will dry because of the fear. I went, oh, great, cheers. And also take a hanky, because your nose will start to run as soon as you look down. And if that still happens on telly, you still feel like, oh no, I need to blow my nose. It's just one of those things. So I've known Linda forever. And Linda's always done digis. She used to do them on CD-ROMs, yeah? So, and it was a different market. Linda's crafters were completely different to my crafters. It was no crossover at that time. You did that kind of crafting. And it was clean crafting, I call it. You know, click it out. Well, kits on CD, you cut them out. Not anymore. I'm calling hybrid crafting with digis. But I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm going to go with the person who is like the godmother of the digi world, is Linda Chapman, right? She's like Don Chapman, right? Yeah. So she told me the easiest way to make things easy for people who aren't computer like snazzy, jazzy, and people who just want it in your hand as quick as possible. That's me. I'm computer snazzy, jazzy when I want to be, and I have to do that when I'm designing. But when I want to craft, I want the stuff in my hand. I want to get messy. I want to put stuff on it. It's tactile. All my products in there. Crack on with it. That's PDFs. Put them in there. I want that page. Print page number 3. It might be number 3 on a bit of watercolour card. And I can get me paints on there and I'm painting away and I'm making a mess. Or it might be that I want to print out the coloured version. So it might be page 2 and I'm going to print that on a bit of photo card for the glossy header. But the background might be page 10. I'll print that out and I'll print that on a matte, decent quality printer paper. And see how I'm layering them up?
Yes.
I'll make my card like that. It's choice, and just do it. And you're not wasting money. You're just printing out what you want to print out. I think I'm going to do some videos, if you want, pre-recorded. We'll try this new program out on papers and things like that, and how I would break it down with digis, because I think that's where we've got to go, guys, as a team, as a collective, more, because it's instant for you. You don't have to wait for postage. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to pay for postage wherever you are. And like I say, you've got it straight away, click it, you got it. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world. And we can all craft together as many times with whatever we want. And we'll look at all the different ways we can make the digis more than just print them, cut them and stick them. Because that's not where my heart lies, and it never would be. If that was digis for me, I would just be, no, because that's not authentic, that's not me. But what we're doing is, and I hope you're getting that with the samples. I mean, you can just hang on. I've got some behind me. Hopefully you can see behind me, because we've got onto it. Let's look at what we've just done, and I'm going to leave that as today's dem. I'm hoping you like it. Look how one ink pad with, well, 2, a little bit of black, a little bit of blue. But I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out without having to work at it too much and just have a bit of play.
I like it.
You like it?
Yes, very pretty.
Thank you.
Shall we do a giveaway?
Tranquil. What, we're going to give that away? Well, I'm hardly going to say no now, am I? Okay. I'm only going to say, yeah, that was going to go to me Auntie Betty. I had my Auntie Betty, but, you know, my Auntie Betty will go cardless, Maria. Not really. I haven't got an Auntie
You haven't got an Auntie either.
No. So yes, we'll give it away. I'll sign it and we'll do a giveaway on that one. I think what we're going to do, because like we did last time, people who ordered the stamps, the advance sales that will go in with one of them.
Okay. I defined that last time, and it's gone out in the post already, that there's stickers on your envelopes that will be coming through your doors, and the one that's got a gold sticker on it.
It's like I'm Willy Wonka.
Yeah, that's it, like the Willy Wonka.
I am Willy Wonka.
The golden ticket.
Sheena Wonka.
Look out for a golden sticker.
I got a gold ticket. Yeah.
Now, Kendall says, I would like to order this set.
Okay.
Tell Kendall what they've got to do.
Kendall, give your name, private message Deborah Durant, and tell her that you want to order the set. Should we do
need to be added to the list.
Maria,
and if we get enough people...
Oh, I'm on which camera am I doing? That one?
That's on camera.
Yeah, could you zoom out, Tad, babe?
I can,
Thank
yes,
you.
Sheena.
Thank you.
I can zoom in and I can zoom out.
Thank you. I know
Just
you
look
can.
at that.
We'll get a new bit of programme. Oh, they've been out the matter there.
A little learning curve, but
we'll get there. Yes, private message Debbie. So what the point being that this was one of the print. This is if you want to just print it, but you can still get creative even if you just print it. Because what Debbie's done here, this is the backing paper. You were saying you loved that backing paper, weren't you? That's included in the freebie there for those guys that got the freebie that you just printed, right?
Yep.
Cut it for the card. And what Debbie's done is she's printed the pre-printed little garland here of mine, but she's done it on printable acetate or overhead projection film, right? And she's made a shaker card with it. How pretty that is. That is just magical. But what she's done then is she's printed the little bird on matte photo paper. As she's done that and overlaid it. And look at that card. I mean, seriously, that to me, I thought digital crafting is like, whoa, respect. That's just stunning, isn't it? Let me show you some more just quickly and then we'll wrap up and we'll go and get the food. That's another one that Debbie's done, just printed it out but got creative with it. She's put some spray and sparkle on the wings of the butterflies. These are all sized to cut out for you if they're the right size. And the paper in the background again, that's all on there. Let me see what I've got. I've got all the pre-printed ones here. That's another pre-coloured one that she's layered up. That one isn't. That's the one printed onto watercolour card. And she's used, it looks like pencils and inks to blend around there. So she's coloured that in herself on the card. So that gives you a bit of an idea of what you can do with the digis. I've got some more here that are more for the other. Look at that. I love that still. That's from the so these are from the other kits that are on there. If anybody wants to look at the other digis that are on the set, these were just little piles that were got there together. So hopefully you've enjoyed that, lovely people. We've enjoyed it, didn't we, Maria?
Yep.
And shall we do it next week again?
Well, I tell you what, we could, couldn't we?
I think we should.
Should we?
You might even get us dipping in for a midweek, and I'll tell you what it'll be. We'll just try out that new bit of software, couldn't we? So if it's a bit glitchy, forgive us.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
We'll do our best.
In the long run, it should be better. In
theory.
theory.
Yeah, it should be. We've got like plans with it, but everything went smoothly this week. We got that a proper talking to the broadband and the switcher software. But let me just, is this the one that's working the treat? Yeah, I'm gonna sign that. And then that's going out to somebody in one of your packages. So but yeah, good news is lovely people who pre-ordered, and we said 3 weeks, could be going out to you 16th, 17th if they come through with what they said.
Yep. Well, as soon as they land
Fingers
here,
crossed.
they'll be whoosh, straight out the door.
All right then, take care, lovely people, and I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll get this onto YouTube ASAP.
Yep.
We'll let you know when it's up there. Take care.
Lots of love.
Bye.